Australians are accustomed to acknowledging 65,000 plus years of Indigenous history. But as we draw closer to the October referendum, the opposition's promised another one, on recognition only if the October vote fails.
I think it's the right thing and the respectful thing to do to simply acknowledge our history, and I think it's the right thing to do for Indigenous Australians.
The PM's accused Mr Dutton of trying to derail what more than 250 First Nations people asked for in the Uluru Statement.
They're already planning the sequel while doing everything they can to sabotage the original.
Mr Dutton's idea for a second vote to change the Constitution has shocked many at the grassroots level.
The whole Dutton comment of a new referendum baffles me. It comes with no actual answers. The community haven't asked for it.
How to best recognise First Nations people in the Constitution has been up for debate for decades. Back in 2015, many Indigenous leaders told a gathering at Kirribilli that any change to the Constitution had to be more than a symbol.
1, 2, 3, recognition, I reckon, everybody.
But some Indigenous politicians say symbolism is meaningful and it's easier for Australians to comprehend.
I absolutely think if the question was a simple one, do you recognise Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in the Constitution? It would get support. That's certainly been the indication when I travel around the country.
With just 41 days until Australia votes, the Yes campaign is hitting the streets and throwing everything they have at the Voice referendum, which they say is the only constitutional change they have ever asked for.
They're not listening to Indigenous people. Indigenous people have invited Australians to recognise us through a voice so that we can get better outcomes in our communities.
Constitutional lawyers call the opposition's demands to change the referendum question naive and basically impossible, and that will still be heading to the polls on October 14. Carly Williams, ABC News, Sydney.